Hello, and welcome to week 4 of Squad v Squads. This is Dark Reaper 1337, along with my co-host here, MG Savvybeard.
Hello.
Definitely glad to have you back along for the second series of this week.
Yep.
This week we're going to have Team Gravity face off against Interstellar. This is going to be our no anchor week. So what that means is in MGE we have 3 tiers. We have Anchor, which is our higher caliber players, Fires are medium caliber players, and Ghosts is our lower caliber players. And this week no Anchors are playing, so no higher caliber players. It's going to be like the medium time to shine, all for that. And the first game type we're going to go into will be CTF on Refuge. How are you feeling today, Savvy? What's your initial predictions for these two teams?
I think Interstellar's blue team, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I think Interstellar is looking pretty strong. They have a pretty strong roster with their Ghosts and their Fires. So I think my prediction is probably going to be that Interstellar will take it, but I think it'll be hard fought for sure.
Capture the flag.
I do agree. I believe both sides had practice, roster changes on kind of both teams here, I believe. On Gravity, they have picked up Kirk. He played last week, and they are going to see Bama Dude, one of their new Fires. And on the other side for Interstellar, we're going to see Alpha Caliber and Trucker Guy, kind of new faces in here.
And Naughty with the good rocket launcher there, shooting a little bit behind whoever that was, and making sure she didn't kill herself at the same time. So a really good play there from Naughty with the rockets. She's still got one more, so we'll see what she does, but she's going to get taken out from behind by Venom there.
Nice good play from Venom. Definitely CTF, this is going to be timed return, as well as it's going to be 3 captures to win is what it says. I don't know if it's changed to 5, but it's going to be potentially 3.
It looks like they may be playing the HCS version of this. So, I don't know if we want to try to restart or we're just going to play this out, but for now we'll just cast like we're playing it out.
We're going to keep going forward with it, see what happens. Definitely going on with Bama Dude with the sniper. Definitely want to see a lot of good plays come out for our Fires this week. Definitely this is their time to shine, kind of make a name for themselves. Unfortunately, Bama's going to be taken out and give up the sniper to Trucker Guy.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see how these new pickups for both teams play out. I think Bamadude's been itching to get his chance to play in the Squad v Squad, so I'm hoping that he comes out really strong and plays really well and plays really competitively. So we'll see how he does in this series, but it looks like he's going to be pushing up to the rock side. Maybe starting a little push in here to get a flagpole, but we'll see what they're going to do with this. But I do like the positioning they're going. But it looks like one of his teammates is going to get taken out from behind.
And they did notice they're on the wrong settings, so we will restart this match.
Yeah, so I didn't really see like any huge starting strats out of either team there. I still feel like a lot of people, even though Refugee's been around for a little bit now, I feel like a lot of people don't exactly know how to start it. Like, and me being one of them. And you kind of see that. Every time. Like, obviously somebody's gonna go for sniper on each side. That's a given. But you see a lot of variance in what teams like to do.
Definitely, I like
starting out
the play in the beginning. Definitely with going for rockets. Each side going to try to control their sniper, take those out. I haven't really seen too much of the back and forth. I know Tucker Guy did take out Bama in that. I also think Naughty lagged out on that as well, so we're going to hear back into here. So definitely going to have a restart. Don't know. Usually these restarts, you can. It's not uncommon to see a change of pace. Kind of opening strats, like they play once, didn't work out for them. Now the second time they might do something a little bit different. So definitely want to see What happens?
Yep, I want to see what team is going to go for that ring control right at the beginning, because that's probably one of the most important things on this map, is getting that ring control, whether it be, obviously, probably not ring 1, but like you want to get that ring 2 control, even ring 3 control if you have people on your team that jump up. But definitely want to grab that ring control, because you can control the whole side of the map, and you can move around within that to position yourself for angles.
Most definitely, that's going to be the big thing with this CTF kind of variant, especially with time return. Getting it through that halfway point is going to be huge for both teams, and whoever kind of controls that middle will kind of control that pathway to get to the other side. So definitely want to see a lot of fights going on in there. Probably not too many fights out at the base initially, but definitely a lot of fights in the middle.
Yep. I'm looking to see which team is going to pick up that ring control from the start. That's definitely something I'm want to get that sniper, have him kind of sit back, help get that ring control, and then move on from there. Hopefully you can take out the other sniper. But it looked like Gravity had the edge a little bit on that last game. They did have a little bit of a setup going in ring 2, but we'll see if they continue that from last game and do that this game as well.
I will start with Bamadude, who will pick up the sniper for Gravity. Just kind of see how his opening thing is. If he's able to pick anyone off at the top, and it seems like Gravity will be able to get away with the rockets this time around and not Naughty.
I think Bamadude's going to be looking for these spawners, so good awareness from Bamadude there, knowing where they're going to spawn. Definitely a common spawn over there, especially because their team was holding rocks there, so yeah, really good play from Bamadude getting into that position to make sure he get a snipe there.
We do have a wasted rocket on Canadian Walrus. He wasn't able to pick up any kill, kind of backing off. We have the first run kind of going for Gravity, and they are going to try to keep this alive and get it, but Interstellar is going to try counter cap.
Yeah, I think they're going to stop that in their tracks. I don't think Interstellar is going to get very far with that. I'm pretty sure Gravity's going to come out here, and a good snipe from Bamadude there just to finish that kill. I would have almost rather seen a pistol shot to save some ammo, but that's okay. Snipes are fun too. But yeah, it looks like Gravity should be able to cap this flag unless their sniper has something to do.
That is going to be too dead for Gravity, though. This is a good chance for Interstellar to kind of get map control, get map positioning, and push up. And I do see like Tucker guy, and I can't see his teammate over there, trying to kind of push back. I like to see them be more aggressive on that base, especially with 2 dead.
Yeah, but you see just a huge amount of aggression coming out of Gravity right now, just getting in there and getting those flag poles and getting them across. And you don't see a whole lot of that aggression right now from Interstellar. They seem to want to like just kind of like sit on their side of the map and just wait, but I don't think that's gonna help them.
They have our flag. Rocket launchers on the field.
Definitely trying to use that rockets in there, but she is. Naughty's going to be taken out. Walrus with the sniper, trying to get into Walrus, see if he's able to stay alive. And that will be 2 caps right away. Very aggressive plays on Gravity. Nice killing spree for Walrus before he's taken out, but definitely like this aggression that Gravity is putting on Interstellar.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think Gravity's definitely doing a really good job of getting these slays and then moving in right after they get these slays. You see, like, especially at this skill level, I'm not saying that anybody's bad, but with like the Ghost and Fires, one of the things that I think the Ghost and Fire struggle with, including myself, is like they get the slays and they do what they need to do, but then they're a little slow on getting into the base and holding the flag. But Gravity's doing a really good job of getting the slays and then immediately getting into the base and getting that flagpole. So, and that's why you're about to see a 3-0 lead. You should be seeing a 3-0 lead here, yeah, and that's going to be it.
But I do see 2 members of Interstellar kind of charging in. One's going to be taken out. Venom is not aware of the other one. It will be a flagpole, but luckily Bamadude is in position. But Parental Advisory with the huge snipe.
Yeah, big snipes out of Parental Advisory there to get his team flagpole. But Gravity also just picked up a sniper of their own, and they could easily stop this. But Parental Advisory is in a really good position. I would have liked to see him stay back with the sniper there instead of moving forward. I don't think he needed to do that. He had teammates there to get the touch, and he's going to go down for that. I would have really liked to see him just sit back into that.
It was a triple kill for Walrus.
Yeah. So good kills coming out of Walrus there, and you know that came from Parental Advisory, kind of feeding him a kill and not staying up in his hut with the sniper. I think that would have been a completely different scenario if he would have done that, and I think they could have had a flag cap. But now Gravity's going to take advantage of that, and they're going to keep pushing to get this next flagpole.
And they're still running it.
Yeah.
They were able to successfully defend their flag, even though they got it to the hut of the other side. But it seems like Interstellar's in a really good position to kind of stop this flagpole.
Yeah, I think that. Oh, but a huge touch from Papa Venom there to keep that alive. But they do need to stop. I think they need to stop throwing bodies a little bit, and just get these slays, because they need to clean Parental Advisory and whoever else that was out of their base right now, or they're. Yeah.
They desperated it a little bit too much in that situation.
They did.
They definitely need to slay him out of the base and kind of stop that, and instead they just kind of kept charging forward at it. But another huge stop for Gravity.
Yeah, but Parental Advisory with some good shots again to stop that next flagpole there. But yeah, really good plays out of really good defensive plays there from blue team, making sure that they got that return and they got that flagpole. But yeah, Gravity's aggression just isn't stopping this game. So
definitely would like to see more coordinated pushes from the Interstellar team. They're getting really good angles. They're getting in positioning, but they're not really utilizing or taking advantage of it. Definitely, the Gravity team is using cover, using the rocks, trying to get the angles just to stay alive, limit their other team's viewpoints. I don't necessarily always agree with taking it up through the center, but if it's working, definitely keep doing it.
I think what happened there was that they knew they could take it up the center and be okay, because they had slayed a couple people, and then the other two people were no shields and had to hide, had no choice but to hide. So they knew in that situation, hey, we can just run it right up the middle. No one's gonna poke out unless they're ballsy as hell, you know. So I think that was good awareness from Gravity there. But good snipes from Trucker guy here. A double kill from Trucker off the stream. But that is going to be the first cap for Interstellar there.
Definitely the momentum swing is happening. I'm on with Naughty with the sniper, trying to get things going for Interstellar.
Yep, between Naughty and Sniper there, with the Naughty and Trucker with the snipers, they were able to secure their team the flag cap there with that double kill coming out of Trucker, and then I think another snipe shot coming out of Naughty. So good job there with the power-ups or power weapons.
I do want to see Gravity try to take out these snipers before they make that push to the other side. They're not going to get too much headway with two snipers looking at them, but they are pulling. They are being very aggressive.
That was kind of a ballsy challenge from Bamadou there on Naughty, and Naughty's just going to take advantage of that. She's got the superior gun, so she's gonna just turn around and take Bama's face off. So really good snipe play coming out of Interstellar right now. Definitely like to see that, but they haven't really been able to get into the base and pull a flag yet. Like you have two snipers that are sitting back, and that's two people that are. It's probably not the best thing for them to move in for the flag caps.
I like how coordinated Gravity is really trying to be on this flag. This is yet another flag on that side where it's just forcing Interstellar to make these plays, get these slays, get the kills, and it's a lot. That's a huge double for
Naughty's
Naughty.
doing a really good job here on their snipe bridge, just putting in shots and making sure they don't get those touches, and another good snipe from Naughty there. So really good plays out of Naughty. They could definitely set this up for a nice little flag run here, and they're going to do just that. Yeah, but Naughty just on a killing frenzy right now, just staying alive in that top middle area, and that is likely going to be another cap for Interstellar. So a really good place for Naughty, and I'm definitely going to attribute that to Naughty's plays for sure.
Bama taking himself out with a grenade. Interstellar is definitely finding their groove, getting things going for them. Definitely with Naughty sniping and Trucker Guy's pressure now, pushing into this base. They've definitely kind of put the pressure back on Gravity.
Yeah, for sure. You've seen Gravity kind of like stop moving around. Like you're looking on Bamadu's screen right now. It's little subtle things, but he's not sprinting around and he's not doing what he normally does. He's not moving around the map because I think Interstellar has shown some life, and Gravity's getting a little bit scared that they're gonna end up losing this game after such a strong start.
Gravity is 1-2 for the season, and Interstellar is 2-1. So definitely a lot to prove for Gravity. A good lead for Interstellar on this. So there's a lot on the line in this series.
Definitely. And like so far this game, it's just been Interstellar just has had superior power weapon control this game. So I'd like to see Gravity seems like they're making the correct pushes and they're playing the objective correctly, but they're just not slaying the same way that Interstellar is. Getting those power weapons and making the slays easy. They're having to work a lot harder for the slays that they're getting, and so I'd like to see them switch it up a little bit and maybe put more of a focus on the power weapons and see what they can do from there.
I definitely agree. Definitely some more power weapon control things going on for them. Kind of seems like they lost some coordination. Maybe they're getting frustrated in chat. I'm not sure, but they're not working as well as they did as we saw in the first few minutes of this game.
Yeah, but they do have ring control right now. They have a solid setup, and they do have a sniper now. So this is their opportunity to pick up that pace again that they had at the beginning of the game, and take that into the late part of this game, and finish this game out.
Definitely have Interstellar trying to defend off this Gravity push. We have Walrus and I believe Bamadu making a big push in the hut, but Walrus will be taken out.
Yep. Yeah, so I think Gravity is starting to pick up a little bit, but the defense there from Interstellar was very good, and stopped that really nice little coordinated push coming out of Gravity there. So good on both teams making a good push, and also good on Interstellar for defending that push as well. So.
And we have another pool going for Interstellar. And I do agree with this pool. I like it. Trucker Guy knew he was kind of by himself waiting for his team to get to the other side. He just kind of threw at rocks, let his team get there. A huge play by Kirk.
Yeah, a huge play from Kirk, because that was 3 dead, and that looked like a guaranteed flat cap. I still think they're going to end up getting this, but Kirk made a huge play slowing them down a bit there, because they had a lot of momentum to get that flat cap. But I still think this is going to end up being a cap. Maybe not. You have two. Oh, yeah, two. One just went down. So, but a huge grab from I didn't see who it was on Interstellar, but that is going to result in a cap. So.
And we are all tied up here.
Yeah, but Kirk does have the sniper rifle off stream right now. So I want to see, maybe go to him on the stream and see what he's going to do with this sniper rifle.
All right, well, I'm turning into Kirk. Let's see what he is able to do. He's unfortunately going to be taken out.
I'm going to take full responsibility for that. That was completely my fault.
Now, we've seen this before in the Coliseum CTF last week, where it was a tie for Encantus versus Gravity here, so I don't think Gravity wants to force another tie, especially not game 1.
No, nobody wants to tie. Tying is almost as bad as, or if not, it may be worse than losing. But in terms of the series score, it's not. But you know, it can feel worse than a loss sometimes. You don't quite get there.
Definitely seeing some life and some defense out of Gravity. They are pushing back Interstellar. They did have ring control, and they were able to get him out. Now I can see another battle for ring control going on about right now.
Ooh, but a huge no-scope from Kirk there. He does get taken out after, but that was a big no-scope to stop that, because if he didn't get that kill, then Ben, Canadian Wallace, I think that's who that is, could have easily been cleaned up by that person up on their car bridge.
Deliver the flag.
And another flag pull for Gravity. Not sure I agree with the route he was taking. I don't know if there was some communication error going on, but that hut was not the right place to pull that flag.
That definitely was. I really would have liked to see a rocks pulled there, but
Rocket launchers on the field.
you know, sometimes like you just don't have all the information on your screen when you're a player, and you miss that kind of stuff. But it was a good pull. It distracted a little bit, kept him from pushing to the other side, so it wasn't all bad. But they're gonna need.
We are going to see another pull now for Interstellar to see if they have even better luck. They are taking it rockside on this one.
But
Naughty will be taken out.
With the perfect kill though, with the Gunfighter Magnum, which the flag carrier has in our settings, and a perfect kill with that, it was just an almost instant kill, not missing a shot. So good play from her, but yeah, she is going to get taken down after.
Definitely parental advisory doing a good job watching that flag carrier, putting the pressure on them, but Kirk is going to get a back smack on him.
So good play from Kirk there. Kirk just got a double kill off screen if you saw that in the kill feed, so good double kill from Kirk. Good job stopping that.
It's going to be overtime. That was some good defense from Gravity. Definitely overextended and did what they need to get that flag stop and push it into overtime. They need to definitely regroup and make a coordinated push and not let that pressure from Interstellar really get to them.
Yeah, but you see off screen, Papa Venom is making a little sneaky flag grab here. Let's see if they're paying attention to see that. Naughty's going to recognize that right off the bat. Going to stop that, but Venom is getting pretty far. He got that almost all the way out to their side of the map, so this could be a situation where you could just nade that hole, probably get whoever's just sitting there, and you could easily get in and get a touch on that. So yeah, so that's 3 dead right now for Interstellar. So this should easily be a flag cap.
That is a huge flag cap.
Yep, very big flag cap in overtime, and now all they really have to do is turtle up and just defend, which they've been doing a very good job.
We are going to see the Interstellar push right now. We have 1 in car, or 1 in ring, my bad, and 2 pushing the hut. So they really need to kind of focus and coordinate and kind of slay out from their base. Watching Bama here, if you will.
Bama with a pretty good kill there to stop that push. So yeah, that push is going to be fended off, and I don't see Interstellar having enough time. It's possible, but I don't see them having enough time. Yeah, especially, and they just dropped 2 players. Yeah, so 2 players down right now. So I just don't think it's going to happen. So I think Gravity's going to take this game. So
game 1.
Good on Gravity.
Yep, that's going to be it. That was a very hard-fought game on both sides. Definitely just came down to 1 sneaky flag cap. Both hard-fought from both teams. Great games. I gotta point out right here, right away, just looking at the kills, 43 kills from Canadian Walrus. Definitely leading the charge.
You see on the other side, 41 kills out of Trucker Guy as well. So Trucker Guy putting out a lot of kills there too. But you also see Alpha Caliber with 30 and 30, but also 27 assists. And this just goes to show what we were saying during the game. Like, it really did look like Interstellar was just outslaying by a lot. They had that power weapon control, but you know, it is an objective game. It is capture the flag, and Gravity was just doing a much better job of pushing in all at once and getting the slaves when they needed to, the correct slaves, if you will. and pulling the flag and getting it across their side for an easy capture.
I do want to point out for Interstellar, they had 3 team members with 20+ assists. A lot of teamwork, a lot of communication going on, a lot of cleaning up kills. I just think just in those first few minutes of the game where they kind of were still trying to figure out what they want to do, what do they want to push for, kind of get that feel of how the other team's playing, trying to get that information gathering kind of early on. That's where they really left it slip up, but as soon as they got their groove, it was showing. It's just unfortunate that they couldn't follow through with the last one.
It is definitely unfortunate. They definitely had the slay power though.
And we are moving into our second game, which is going to be Strongholds on Plaza, our variant of Strongholds. Savvy, would you like to talk about it?
Yeah, so in our variant of Strongholds, you only need 1 base to put points on the board, and you'll put 1 point. If you have 1 base, you will put 1 point on the board every 2 seconds or 3 seconds. I forget what it is. If you have 2 bases, it's 2 points. If you have 3 bases, it's 3 points. So it does emphasize trying to go for that triple cap when you can. You do need to be careful about it because you can be punished very hard for going for it, but if you have 3 or 4 dead, it doesn't hurt to do that because it does put a lot of points on the board. The other thing too with this game type, good camel grab from Naughty, by the way.
And she's able to get away.
Yeah, so yeah, really good camel grab from her. But the other thing about this, the other significant difference, is that when you only have 1 person in the base to cap the stronghold, then it's going to go very slowly. If you have 2 people in it, it's going to go quite a bit faster, and 3 people, it's nearly instant. Like you just saw there at Ness, nearly instant. And I really like what Naughty just did there. Just playing very patiently, waiting to get the back smack. She was low on shield. She knew if that guy turned around, he's going to see her. So she played that very well, and was able to make a really good play there on the
That was
a
huge play from Naughty. I like how even though there's 3 people on the hill, she kind of went for that back smack, kind of just try to stay sneaky, played very patiently. That is what is going to make the plays in this game.
Yep, 100%. It's definitely what you want to do with Cam. She was in a really tough position and played that nearly flawlessly. So good on her for that.
Definitely jumping on to Bama Dude just to see what on Team Gravity they're going to try to react and change in this. It seems like they are going for a nest push. They are going to get it, a very nice coordinated push. It was quickly capped, but it was a huge play from Bama Dude to get that melee. But now they're kind of controlling both yard and nest, which isn't ideal on that, but here's the push from bottom mid.
Yep, and they're gonna have 2 people bottom mid now. They should get this. Oh, but no, I didn't even know that Trucker Guy had pushed in for the flank. So really good flank out of Trucker Guy there to stop that kill cap there. So yeah, very good. Or Strongholds cap, very good play there.
There's a nice trade by Trucker Guy just to take out Canadian Walrus. We are going to see 1 dead for each side. Kirk is going to pick up the shotgun and try to defend. I'm not sure what he's... Okay.
Yeah, but huge Trucker Guy's just going to rush out there and get that camo, so good play from Trucker Guy there.
I like Kirk being in this bottom hill with the shotgun ready. It's a very close-oriented hill, and he is definitely working on it.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, really good plays from Kirk there. But Trucker Guy is going to make his way up to Nest with a VR and camo, and he's going to also jump back down and take out Kurt. So big plays coming from Trucker Guy and Kurt there.
And we do have Walrus taking out the, I believe, camo guy.
Yeah, so yeah, good play by Walrus as well. I still would like to see a little more of the double capping and triple capping from both from Gravity right now. I think Interstellar's doing a lot better job of that, but it seems like Gravity's just getting the right slays at the right time, and they're able to get those single caps. But I do want to, like, even though it's working a little bit for them right now, I do want them to at some point notice that they should be getting those double and triple caps, because this just doesn't play like a traditional strong.
I agree. Definitely our first trip cap in effect for Team Interstellar. And I agree with you. Definitely getting 2 people in that hill, getting it and move faster. They can't single cap things, and they're doing a lot of it, and this 3 cap was going to get out of control.
Right, and they just got a momentary trip cap there for the reason we were just talking about. They had one guy going in yard, one guy in nest, split completely across the map from each other, and they both easily got taken out because Interstellar is doing a much better job of moving around as a team. So hopefully they make that adjustment in the game. Otherwise, I think Interstellar is just going to keep taking advantage of it, and they're going to come out on top of this game, sure.
Definitely another single cap going on at Nest. I'm not necessarily agreeing with it. It has been working out for them, but I don't know how well they can sustain that kind of play.
Right, and I mean, there you saw a little bit of you saw some late help from his teammate, but oh, what a good stick. You saw some late help from his teammate, but they need to be waiting for each other off spawn if they do get slayed out. They need to be waiting for each other off spawn to push a base together instead of having the guy who comes off spawn first just go, oh, let me go start it, because in this type of strongholds, starting it isn't the best option. Like, playing as a team is the absolute best strategy in this version of Strongholds, and really in any version of any of our game types.
That was a
really
huge momentum change from Bamadu to kind of stop that pit capture and get the reset on it for Gravity.
Yep, I'm actually gonna jump over to Bamadu. He's gonna go down here, but I'm gonna stay on with him. I want to see what he's going to do, because I feel this is his first week playing, and I am noticing that he's trying to cap bases a lot by himself. So hopefully he recognizes really quickly that it doesn't really play that way in this scenario, or in our settings. So I'd like to see him make that adjustment, because that's going to tell me how he's going to do in the future.
Definitely a lot to prove this week for him. Very excited to have him aboard Team Gravity. Definitely a good addition for them. He's making some pretty good plays. Let's see how he's gonna. He's got a nice flank right here behind Interstellar to keep.
Really good double kill, and he recognizes there's someone at top nest. Probably called that out. Is already putting shots on him, so that top nest guy is gonna get killed as well. So really good plays out of Bamadu right there to recognize that guy at top yellow, call it out, take care of that threat, and keep pushing forward. But he is just barely gonna miss seeing that guy. That is just really bad timing.
Unfortunate.
So that's super unfortunate, but it happens. But it looks like
another trip cap for Interstellar. Definitely, Gravity needs a base just to stop this bleeding. I don't know if Kirk on bottom mid is making that as a smart play.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump over to somebody on Interstellar. Jump over to Trucker Guy. I haven't been on his POV much, so I definitely want to see what he's doing. But he's got shotgun right now as well. I think I would like to see him not push into the yard. I think that's probably going to be the better option. And yeah, I would have liked to see him kind of just sit back, take a different position. Like, there's no need to push forward in that scenario, especially when your team has control of the rest of the map and you know they're all going to be spawning there. He is going to make up for it by getting a nice little kill with the Halo 2 VR.
And another trip cap, kind of going back and forth on these trip caps. Not able to hold on to it as long as Interstellar did. They definitely are holding on to bases just a little bit better, but definitely Gravity trying to slay them out and get it going. I see a lot going bottom, dropping down on bottom, and then single cap still going on.
Yeah, I see a lot of that as well. I would really like to see teams maintain that height advantage a little bit more than they do. Like, I think you see a lot, especially today, with it being just fires and anchors. I think a thing that a lot of that caliber of player likes to do is they get a guy one shot, bottom mid, they're in a really advantageous position, and they want to finish that one shot off. But instead of leaving them there, they forfeit their positioning and go chase it, and then they end up getting caught like Trucker Guy off stream in bottom mid.
Trucker Guy doing a great job at staying alive.
Yeah, I don't know how he lived that long there, but yeah, that was definitely the wrong play to make, but it somehow worked out for him.
Definitely this dumb luck kind of happening is definitely working in Gravity's favor. I don't know how long they'll be able to maintain it. Definitely Interstellar pulling slowly away with these caps, holding it for a little bit longer.
Yeah, but a good opportunity here. They have 2 bottom mid, and they can get a really nice cap. And if Venom gets that 3rd cap, that's going to be a trip cap there. And they know where these spawns are going to be coming from. They know they're going to be spawning in blue now. I think they've realized that. So yeah, I think he's going to get him with that nade. So really good nade from Canadian Walrus there.
Definitely, Yard is not one of those hills that you kind of want to have going kind of in the last couple minutes of this game. It's very hard to push out. I don't know what Canadian Walrus...
Yeah, I'm not really sure what Canadian Walrus is doing here. I would like to see him just watch the outside of part of the map that their team controls, and that's what he started doing. So yeah, that's good that he made that adjustment. But again, I don't know why people like to drop down. Like, your team's there, let him like work as a team, call him out. Just stay up there. You're gonna get more damage in from up there, and you're gonna get more done from up there as well. But you know, like I do it as well. It's something that I'm personally trying to work on, which is why I'm talking about it. But yeah, people, you see a lot of that.
Definitely want to see a lot of defense going on, especially down right here. That was a huge kill by Naughty with that shotgun. Definitely they need to control this bottom mid. It will go in Interstellar's favor. These last few strongholds is definitely going to make or break this game.
Yeah,
huge
sure.
trip cap.
But yeah, a really big late game trip cap there, and you can see right now Interstellar is just moving around as a unit right now, just playing really well as a team.
Huge kill from.
But yeah, that was a really big kill. They can get Trucker Guy out of here now, and Canadian Walrus can get his shields up. That's going to be really big. That was a huge turn late in the game, and all they need to do is come over here and make sure they get this nest.
Which they will get. They definitely need to push as a team right now.
Yeah, that set them up really well for the win, but they did they exposed themselves a little bit too much there and got cleaned up a little bit. But they definitely need to get into this bottom mid as fast as they can.
Will they
That's
get
exactly
it?
where everybody
and they will.
Needs to be. Everybody needs to be bottom mid and then Ness.
That was it. I think they're going to be taking it away.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Dang, what a close game. 200 to 199. That's just...
I can't ask for anything closer. Literally, it would have been the other way around if it was that.
It is crazy that we see so many games like that. I think it's mainly due to the fact that even when you hold one base, you're still getting points. I think that's a big part of why you see these really close strong games. But yeah, like we've had so many really close strong games this SvS season.
Another 32 kills for Walrus, 18 deaths. Definitely double digits assists throughout the board for both teams, which is really good to see. Communication wise, it was just a few plays here or there, a few decisions. Definitely one close game.
Yeah, that Canadian Walrus is bringing it today. He's had a really good performance today, so I think that's a big part of why Gravity is winning this game.
Definitely, he is on no pun intended fire this week, but
yeah.
definitely stepping up.
Come on, that. You can't say that kind of stuff on a stream. Come on. All right. Well, yeah.
Games.
Yeah, really. So pretty good stat board from both teams. You're seeing a lot of team shooting, both teams that game. I wouldn't expect anything less on a map where you can see a huge portion of the map from a lot of places. So definitely take advantage. Definitely, both teams take advantage of that and getting that team shot in. Yeah, a heck of a game from Canadian Walrus there. Also a really good game out of Trucker Guy, a good game out of Alpha Caliber.
There's good games all around.
So yeah, good games all around. And it's crazy. Alpha Caliber is a ghost, picking up 25 kills.
With 12 assists, he's just being all around. Definitely, as we get progress in this season, we're definitely seeing a lot of the chemistry kind of being tied in together. A lot of teams trying to kind of work as a unit to accomplish their goals. Definitely, it's just going to grow. Now we are going to see on Game 3. Let's see if Gravity can put the game away, or if Interstellar can kind of keep coming back as they always have in each game, just fighting back, staying strong, and pull out a win of their own.
Yeah, for sure.
This is going to be Magic Slayer.
This one I think is going to be Gravity's toughest game yet. I think Interstellar is probably a bit more practice on this Magic map. I don't think. I know Bama Dude has practice and stuff. I'm not sure how well practiced Gravity is, but this is definitely going to be a rough or a challenge. I won't say rough, but it'll be a challenge for Gravity to pull in.
This
a
is
big
not
4-0 start.
This is Interstellar is one of their stronger game types. This is not one of the stronger game types from Gravity. So definitely want to see how this goes down. Huge double to start it off from Naughty.
Yeah, but it is a 6-1 start, so really, really good start out of Interstellar here. I think they may have picked up Camo, they picked up Rail, and they're just 8-1 right now. They're just destroying right now. So I think Gravity kind of just needs to slow it down, start playing up top and taking angles, because I'm seeing a lot of them just get cleaned up on the bottom of the map. So just kind of chill up top, play as a team, get different angles, but also angles where you can look and help your teammate as well. So yeah, and I think that's exactly what Interstellar's doing. Like you see, they're up top probably 70% of the time, and that's what you want to try to do on this map.
Definitely like how spread out Interstellar is doing that, creating those angles to help each other. They're kind of moving around the side bases, not really bunching up where there's two in kind of one area, just enough just to leave someone weak and have someone else have a shot from across the map to like clean them up.
Yeah, but you do see Venom here if he can live. I think he thought that shot was coming from in front of him, and I kind of did at first too. So that's that's kind of part of the settings that you have in our settings. There's actually a little difference with how you sense the shots registering onto yourself, and it does kind of throw some people off. I know it throws me off a little bit, but
it does.
Yeah, but I think that's what happened there. But he did have Rail for a little bit. He got a couple kills with it. They are not out of this game yet. They are down 8, but I've seen way crazier comebacks, even in squad v squad.
They are going to burn the camo, and I am on Canadian Walrus, who does have the railgun. This is one of those power weapons that can really change the pace of this game, depending. But right now, Gravity needs to stay alive and not give up that many deaths.
Yeah, like the other thing too is like I really want to see Canadian Walrus after he gets this kill. If he does, I want to see him push up top with the railgun, because you just don't get good angles from down below, especially with the railgun. Like you're not gonna see people from the bottom of the map with the railgun.
I definitely agree. Definitely like to see more up top fighting. I see a lot of Gravity. They'll spawn on top, but then they'll drop, or they'll take a route down below, and it's not really helping them.
Yeah, and like the major difference so far that I'm seeing, I don't know if you agree with me or not, but the biggest difference I'm seeing is look at where Interstellar's at most of the time. It really is up top. Like, and when they drop down below, it's just to like hide for a second, and then they immediately go back up. Like, so they just have superior positioning.
The positioning is just something that I just think throughout the whole season Gravity is going to have to work on. They are trying to fight back, but they haven't been able to really close that gap. And every time they try to get something going, it's another 2 or 3 down situation. Another 3 down for them.
Yeah, I think you see Canadian Walrus trying to lead the charge, making a good push, getting a couple kills or a kill and an assist there, making a good effort. But I don't see I just don't see the rest of his team following suit and getting in on those little pushes and stuff. And so probably a communication issue, if I had to guess. But
one thing I did notice that the Interstellar team has been doing really well is they're picking up the Halo 2 battle rifle.
Yeah, that's another big thing. Yeah, they're definitely there's not a whole lot of power up or power weapon advantage on this map, but the Halo 2 BR is one of those that you can sit in a corner like exactly what Naughty's doing right now. If you can see that to the, if you can see where she's at from your point of view.
Yes.
Naughty is just sitting on the side base, and she's just putting in shots. She doesn't even care whether she gets kills or not. She's just putting in shots from the side bases, and she's getting a lot of damage onto Gravity, and she's doing it with the Halo 2 BR. So, or she was last time I checked, but yeah, so she's just doing a really good job.
Other teams need to be doing, grabbing that Halo 2 BR, holding down a side base, and just shooting across the map. The pistol does not have that range to get really too far across the map. The Halo 2 BR kind of makes up for that lag.
Yeah, we're not all final boss, you know, our Spartan company leader. We can't all do what boss does. He doesn't need a Halo 2 BR, but yeah, it's definitely a little nuance that a lot of teams need to work on.
Definitely down to the last couple kills. It does not seem like Gravity was able to get ahead in this, get the kills that they were hoping for to bring it back, and I do see Interstellar closing this out.
Game over. Victory.
Yeah, I think Gravity just needs to shake that off and just go into this next game. Interstellar just played phenomenally that game. They did a really good job. We'll take a look at the stats here, but you can see with the stats, just the team shootings really good. You're seeing Alpha Caliber, their Ghost player, goes 16-9, 10 assists, most kills, tied for least deaths. So a huge performance out of their Ghost player there, being the overall best statter on the team. Also shooting 56%, 2300 damage. So it's a really good performance out of Alpha Caliber. And that's really especially in these Ghosts and Fire matches, you really need your Ghosts. That's what's going to make the biggest difference. And Alpha Caliber just performed really well. So
definitely I do want to give some credit to Papa Venom as a Ghost player as well. He tried to step up and keep his team into it. He was definitely keeping his deaths down low, trying to get as many kills as he can. Didn't get as many assists, but he was trying to help his team and put numbers on the board. And we will move on to Eden. Just King of the Hill.
King of the Hill on Eden. Yeah, this one will be really interesting. I think you being the coach of Gravity, correct? Yeah, you are.
Yes.
Yeah. I think I'm pretty sure that you've had an emphasis on King of the Hill. I know that's something that I did with Mythical Magnums. I definitely made sure that they went over Cryptic a lot.
We definitely focused around Cryptic a lot. I'm hoping for a much closer game.
I think
for this one.
I'm thinking that Gravity is going to take this game, the King of the Hill game, because I think they're playing pretty well, with the exception of the last game. They're playing well as a team, but I don't want to see 3 people in the hill at the beginning of the game, so that is kind of concerning. But we'll see what happens throughout.
They will be punished for getting 3 people in the hill. They all will be taken out, but it really depends on their map positioning.
Oh yeah, for sure. But really good kills out of Naughty there. Stayed alive for a really long time in that hill. But yeah, you're just seeing 2 people push into the hill right there, and that's just not what you want to do in these King of the Hill games. And I think they're starting to figure that out now. But it needs to come quickly, because Parental Advisory is going off with the sniper rifle. So I'm gonna Parental Advisory. If you want to do the same, he did get taken out, but he is having a pretty good game so far, so I want to see what he's going to do.
Definitely a very good hill for both teams. Both teams were able to get some points out of it. We are going to see a nest side hill. Naughty is going to get for a couple of quick points, but she is going to be taken out. it's not always about the first person to get to the hill. It's about what first team gets to the hill and kind of maintains that control over it.
Right. But huge kills from Alpha Caliber there. What a nade there from Alpha Caliber, and he's gonna stop them from getting any more heal time there. So really good last second grenade from Alpha Caliber to stop some of that heal time.
Definitely like to see them stop focusing, getting a couple people in the hill. I do like Bama Dude kind of going around trying to get this flank. Huge kill right there. Can he get this second? No, he cannot.
Ooh, that's unfortunate. I want to say that he got red marked there. It looked like he started the animation beatdown and it didn't quite go through. But that's okay.
Ooh, this is an interesting hill, especially when you have rockets and he's going to be taken out. Oh, that would have been a huge play.
Yeah, this is also the hill that I see a lot of teams get a lot of points on. Because I feel like this is one of those hills where it just kind of comes naturally to set up around it. Like, it just feels easy to set up around this hill, but Venom needs to realize that there are 2 people in this hill and he doesn't need to be there. So I'd like what I like to see is people kind of just looking at both doorways coming out of the bases and to just like put shots on and then let their team know, hey, there's people pushing from this base or that base, you know, and then like kind of anchor up closer to where the hill is at. But they definitely didn't do that.
Sniper in 10.
Definitely gotta have to set up for the rotation. I don't see Gravity setting up for any rotations. They are trying to make some use of that hill, and they weren't able to. They will be taken out kind of early on. So definitely, no, it's going to be Gravity still trying to take this hill.
And once again, you're looking at Trucker guy on the screen there, just doing a phenomenal job with that Halo 2 VR, just putting shots on everybody and just putting out a lot of damage with it.
See a lot of bodies. This is the hill I kind of see a lot of people kind of throw their bodies at. Try to say I don't see a lot of too many setups with this. It's kind of someone dies, someone else just jumps in.
Yeah, what I would like to see is if Trucker guy can live right here and he doesn't get killed, he needs to go up into blue base and look down on this hill, or maybe not now, since it's almost about to rotate. But I think the best place is if you have a sniper and that hill is the hill that's up. Put a guy in blue base and just watch how many kills they get. Like it's incredible. Like Britt was doing it yesterday in doubles. When I was playing with doubles, little Britt was doing that, and he was just going off and just getting free kills essentially. So I would like to see more teams do something like that with the sniper rifle. They have it.
Definitely, this hill insecurity is something it seems Interstellar is very comfortable to hold down and control. They have multiple people looking different angles, not really allowing them to get flanked or anything.
Yeah, it's it's something to point out throughout the weeks of SvS. It's really interesting to see that every team has on every King of the Hill map has the one hill that they can rack up so many points on, and it's just like it's interesting to see like that it's different for every team as well. Like every team has the hill that they just know how to play really well, and it definitely looked like that is the hill for Interstellar.
Most definitely, nice double kill by Alpha Caliber, but we are going to see how he's going to defend this. He will take out Walrus. We do have Gravity putting pressure on, trying to maintain this lead. They will get this.
Yeah, I'd like to see Trucker guy not push out. I would have liked to see him sit in the window there and put shots in the window. Instead, now he's just gonna get immediately cleaned up. Fortunately, he's got some team help, and he did end up getting a couple kills there. But I feel like he could have done a lot more damage if he would have just sat up into the window. Like, despite the fact that he did a really good job anyway. But
I don't like how both these teams are still trying to hold on and fight, even though the hill is very close to rotating. We do have one from Interstellar trying to rotate. And
yeah, it looks like a Trucker guy called that out and started rotating. So good on him.
Nice blue bend side. We are slowly seeing Interstellar take this game away. Definitely like the pressure that they are doing. They have been really spot on these rotations on the hill and getting space in them.
Yeah, but they have done a good job. The Interstellar has done a very good job of like not piling people in the hill and setting up around the hill, and that's something that Gravity needs to look ASAP, because right now, and it looks like they're doing a better job this time, but right now, Gravity is not doing a very good job of spreading out around the hill and protecting the person in the hill. They're just all piling into the hill and getting taken out by a nade. Like, Alpha Caliber's done it, I think, twice this game where he's got a double kill or a cluster luck with a grenade, so... Or helped his team pick up a kill because he got somebody weak with a grenade. So...
But I like Canadian not to be a little bit more sneaky in there. He will trade out. We are going to have Venom, but this is definitely the hill that Gravity needs to make their kind of comeback and hold down. Security is a good position to hold down. A lot of not many angles, not many line of sights to really get in there. So this is, if they want to have a comeback, this is the hill that they're going to have to take.
Yep, and you see Bama kind of pushing out a little too far there. I don't like to see that. It's something that my team was doing a little bit, and we talked about that and corrected that. But there's no reason for you to push out and sacrifice your life instead of staying in the hill. You know, so I would have liked to see him stay in the hill and get a little bit more time instead of pushing to try to chase that kill.
Interstellar doing a good job on timing the power weapons. They've gotten rockets a couple times now. So, and they're always on point with trying to get to the hill, taking the shortest route to there. They just need a couple seconds and they can finish this out.
And that almost was a really good play from Canadian Walrus. It was a double kill, but this is going to go to Interstellar. And you know, we were talking about it. We were talking about it throughout the game. But Interstellar just did a really good job of surrounding themselves around the hill and setting up around the hill and not piling too many people in the hill. And look, you see Trucker Guy just sitting on the edge. He had the right idea. I would have liked to see him up in base in those bottom centers, but a lot of the place where he picked up a lot of those 31 kills is like just sitting outside of the hill, just looking at everybody on Gravity piling into the hill for some reason and just getting free kills. Like, he just took advantage of Gravity doing that and got 31 kills because of it and only died 12 times. So
Alpha Caliber and Naughty,
place.
I do want to point out, have a combined total of 42 assists. So definitely a lot of help and support from those two. Definitely giving the opportunity for Trucker Guy to get those 31 kills throughout.
That's for sure. I mean, they were all doing it though. They were all kind of like positioned in places where they could just look down on the hill, and then you had like I saw Naughty a lot pushing into the hill and just being scrappy, which you need at least one person being scrappy. And then you also Alpha Caliber getting into the hill and getting the time. But yeah, they just played it really well. They just played it a lot better than Gravity did, and they came out on top.
Definitely Gravity needs to kind of shake it off. It's going to be a Truth CTF. So we have seen the Refuge CTF, and it was a very close. I'm expecting hopefully Gravity can kind of get things together, kind of push as a team, and make this a lot closer, because they have not had a good showing for the last two. Definitely interested to see which team goes and picks up camo first.
Yeah, it looks like Naughty's going to try to just go for map positioning instead. So I do like her choice to do that. I think it's not a bad decision to do that at all by any means. And she does put some shots on a couple people and helps get a couple kills there at the beginning of the game.
I do like Kirk being very sneaky with this flag.
Yeah, and they're already going to get a flagpole here. But on the opposite end, Gravity did also get a flagpole as well. So let's see how both teams are going to react to this, to both flags being out. Yeah, I don't think Bama Dude fully understands the settings. So I think that's part of the reason the Gravity's like not as polished. They don't look as polished as Interstellar.
Definitely a good touch by Canadian to keep that flag alive. They are going to have lots of people in their base. That is a huge flank by Walrus. Definitely trying to keep it alive with Venom trying to clean up. But we have Tucker, I believe.
And all Bama needs to do is just slay these couple, make sure that they don't get the touch, and grab that. Yeah. So like, good play from Bama there. Definitely seeing good communication. But they put it in the lift. That's actually insanely.
That is unfortunate.
I did not think that you could do that. That's actually game-changing.
But I would have liked to see Gravity try to kind of defend it a little bit better there.
Yeah. But Bama Dude is pushed forward in a good position to get this kill, and I'd like to see him stay alive here, and maybe clean up this other kill. But yeah, I just want him to stay alive and just wait for his team, play as a team a little better. But that's going to be the first flag for Interstellar. But there are 3 dead right now. So Bama looks like he's going to run it top mid. He's going to go for this quick top mid pull, which.
But they already have someone top mid taking it already. Even though they got the slays, they gave up a lot of that map positioning, and Bama's not able to kind of pull through with it. We do have Alpha Caliber with the camo. So
yeah, this is a really good position for Interstellar right now with camo underneath the base, and like Bama didn't even see him. Bama's probably going to get taken out here, and that's going to be a second cap. So yeah, camo pushing up like that for Interstellar was like Alpha Caliber just doing a phenomenal job with camo there and securing that capture for them. And he's continuing to do it, just being a nuisance in Gravity's base. And just allowing his team, getting the flag top middle, just allowing his team to get these really easy flag captures.
Definitely would like to see more positioning on Gravity's side. Getting top mid, holding things down. They need to get the slays and the positioning. One thing that I see Interstellar doing very well is they're pushing it top mid, and they have people there. They have people on the car or bubble. People pushing in their base, able to be that aggressive.
Yeah, it's the opposite of what we saw on Refugee, right? We're seeing Interstellar just being incredibly aggressive, pushing in, getting the right slays, and they're also outslaying, but they're getting the right slays as well, so it's even better. And they're just getting these really easy flag caps, and it's like, and you see Gravity just split on the map all the time, like Papa Venom up here by himself. And I would like to see him just hang on for a minute, but he's just gonna get taken out. So, but yeah, like you just see Gravity split up a lot this game, which is exactly what you saw in the Refugee game, and it's just not gonna work that way.
Definitely trucker guy coming down.
You have the flag. Protect our carrier.
Yep, and Interstellar's doing a really good job of just leaving one person in their base. Everyone pushing out, being aggressive, getting those slays, and getting those returns, clearing out their base. And they're just playing they're playing this game type really, really well. They clearly understand how this game type works, and that's going to be 4 dead for Gravity momentarily. So
I do want to point out also that they are focusing on the kind of hot key players to focus and take down for that. And this is going to be Naughty pulling for the 5th flag for Interstellar. So definitely a huge last flag pull going on. But
and you can just tell Gravity is very flustered right now. They're making every one of these members of Gravity are making plays that I just don't really see them making. And I think because of that, Interstellar is going to have a really easy time taking this game. And that's 2 dead for Gravity right there, and that's gonna be a re. That's gonna be a game. Yeah, so a tough 3-2 loss for Gravity. There's definitely some things that Gravity needs to work on a little bit, but overall it was a good series. It was a 3-2 series. We love seeing game 5s. It's always fun to cast the game 5s. But yeah, Interstellar just started playing really well as a team those last couple games.
I definitely agree. And just taking a look at the stats, no one breaking double digits for kills for Team Gravity.
Yeah.
Definitely not prioritizing the slays. They were playing too heavily on the objective, pushing in, and they're not really prioritizing who to take out. There was a lot of situations where one guy was weak, and they focused on maybe the full shields guy coming up to their side. Not really coordinated. I see maybe potentially some confusion going on in that team comms, but definitely a great game for both sides. Congratulations to Interstellar on their win.
Really good games. That's kind of just like it's tough to see. It's tough to see and watch teams lose like that. But I mean, ultimately, Interstellar just played really, really well in those last two games. Like they were playing that capture the flag game exactly like you should. They showed that they had knowledge of the settings, which was borderline the opposite on Gravity's side. I wouldn't say it's complete opposite. I think they do understand the settings, just not as well. But also in that Magic Slayer game, like they played that phenomenally as well. So congratulations to Interstellar.
Congratulations, Interstellar. Tune in next week for Week 5 or Storm Week for MGL. Going to be very interesting. So thank you all for watching. Be sure to follow if anyone's new. Definitely sign up for MGE if you're interested. Any new followers, people in the chat. And I hope you all enjoyed the game. Thank you very much for co-casting with me today. Tonight's heavy.
Yep, thanks for having me.
All right. Tune in next week, guys.